Hello everyone, my name is Yogdog and welcome to a new series, Strategic Command WW2 World at War. I'm hoping this can be another long play, similar to my recently completed campaigns on YouTube for Imperator Rome and for Starship Troopers Terran Command. I also have some Panzer Corps 2 in the works. So a couple of things to talk about. I do have the fan on in the background at the minute. It is once again really warm here in the UK, and I may need to mute for a couple of minutes here and there as well, just because we've got quite a bit going on IRL at the minute. But I want to keep a schedule, and I want to make sure I'm getting some content out each day for everyone to watch and hopefully enjoy. But we are going to be doing a single player campaign as the Axis and seeing how that goes. So my background on Strategic Command WW2 is I have played this game a little bit in the past. I've done a couple of campaigns. I'm okay at the game, but nothing special. I have more experience with Strategic Command World War II War in Europe than I do World at War. So I'm wondering, I know this plays a bit differently, considering that the Japanese, the China theatre is so important. Utilising your Japanese troops to try and break through the Chinese forces as much as possible is pretty important, and I don't have tons of experience in that area. So without any further ado, I think we give this a go. So episode 1, we are going to be playing the 1939 World at War scenario, and we'll see how that goes. So we're going to be playing as the Axis, so we'll have Germany, Italy and Japan all under our control. Green, Novice, Intermediate, Veteran, Expert. We're just going to go as Intermediate, that's fine. I'm not going to give the computer any bonuses, so I'm perfectly fine with everything as is. Border style is fine, land counter, naval counter style, etc. It's all good. So any advanced stuff I want to mess with? I don't think so. Alright, let's chuck ourselves in. So, to begin with, we will have the conflicts in China as Japan to deal with, and Germany will need to deal with Poland. And I'll also need to deal with the Kriegsmarine and make sure that I utilise them as much as I can. So we've invested a great deal of effort in our war with China, but a decisive victory still eludes us. Nanning is the last major Chinese port receiving foreign trade, including supplies from the United States. Should we manage to gain control of Nanning, China may no longer be able to continue to resist us, and victory could be within our grasp. So we want to try and avoid war with the UK and USA to begin with, and we definitely want to avoid war with the USSR. So to prevent the USSR from swinging towards the Allies, I need to keep plenty of units in Manchuria, and I want to put off the war with the USA and British for a while as well. So let's have a look at our position here. So I do have quite a few veteran forces in China, and I need to try and utilise them. So there are some fortifications here next to Changsha, and there's also some here again next to Chengchao. So these armies aren't veterans, but they might be able to do a little bit of damage. So we have a unit of tactical bombers, air army fighters and medium bombers. Let's try and weaken here first. So that's going to reduce their entrenchment from 2 to 1. Okay, so that forces them back. Is this, they're just out of range. Drat. Okay. So they're still at 3 out of 4 entrenchment, that's fine. I think we do that. Move you down 1, move you to there. So we've just got the 14th Corps occupying the town. And then next turn we try and take on... I can't read Roman numerals. I think that's the 322nd Corps. I think C is 100, but I don't know for certain. Yeah, my Roman numerals isn't amazing. I know the X is 10, the I is 1. If an I is after the 10, then it would be 11. If there's 2 of them, it would be 12. 3 of them would be 13. And then XIV would be 14. If there's an I before a V, you take 1 off. And then if it would be a 5, it would just be a V. But I don't know anything more than that, really. So, one of the things we do want to do here is transfer the HQs out of Manchuria. Because we need them to try and help with supplies as much as possible. So, I am going to send the garrison forces up here to occupy places. In regards to the navy, I think I'll get you moved down here. So there's Nanning. Actually taking Nanning is actually quite difficult because there's a corps occupying there which is heavily entrenched, and the terrain here does not really support an assault on the area. So we have partisans that spawn in both these areas. Which is fine, I think. I think next turn we fully take the roads here. I'm gonna probably put you into port here. So that means the bombers, if they do move forwards, will be able to fully respond. I am going to leave that garrison unit there for now, I think. I could attack there and probably inflict more losses, but I don't think I want to take the risk. So 6th Army has a better chance of inflicting casualties than receiving them. But there are plenty of Chinese reinforcements in the area, so I don't really want to risk it. 19th Corps here needs infantry weapons 1, reinforcing to full strength. We have the 1st SNLF Special Forces and 2nd Corps currently in Japan. I think we move the Navy to try and support around Nanning as much as we can to begin with. We are going to transport. Let's get you deployed here. We're going to transport you as well. We're going to move you to Manchuria to replace an army. Not sure what my navy will be actually able to do, but I do want them in the area. So I can't push forward here, because if I do, They might move through the hills to take Canton. I can't move you because partisans could spawn if I do that. So we leave that as is for now. Now it's possible that Chinese forces try and push to damage my air force here. Which I am not a fan of. So I think I'll move you to here. I could put a garrison unit in the hills here, but I think I'm going to leave that as is. I think we've pretty much done everything we can with Japan here. So with Italy, what I'm going to do is probably look at navally transporting the Gazoni HQ over to North Africa and put it into Brook. We're also going to move the 10th Army a bit further there. That'll do for now. I don't want to mess with any of your forces other than that. And then we have Poland to deal with. So we have a mechanized unit here. I think we use our tanks to take you out. Are you entrenched? You're not. So an enemy fighter squadron intercepts our Stukas. We inflict pretty heavy casualties in return, however. Not great there in terms of damage. That's a bit better. Like Poznan is possibly going to be a bit of a pain to take. They have been a little bit lucky with keeping most of their forces alive here. Okay, good experience on the tanks there. Stukas aren't able to inflict any damage really. Okay, that army took some pretty heavy casualties. Perfect. You take some heavy casualties in return, but probably worthwhile. There's an army here, which our core is able to trade with nicely. I could send the panzers forward to Lodz here, but my worry is that they get caught in urban terrain and take damage, which I prefer to avoid. So I think we'll do that instead, and we'll send this force up. You can occupy there. So their mechanized forces are effectively surrounded here. We take that location. Let's move you down to make sure that France can't move any forces out. Right, my HQ, I'm going to move down one here. I'm going to take to run. Move the fighter squadron down one. Could utilise you in an attack here. That works. Let's keep the Stukas there. And I'll get the HQ moved a bit further forward here. And you need to go occupy Breslau. Let's upgrade this. In fact, no, we're not going to do that because I need to start some research. So, we don't have tons in this first turn. We don't have enough MPP to really do anything there. So we're pretty limited. So I think the last thing we do is the Kriegsmarine. Specifically, we're going to be cheeky and try and get our U-boats out into the Atlantic. That should do. So we should have a couple of things already around here. So we're going to do that. We have the Deutschland, got U-30, Graf Spee should be down here as well. So we're going to try and collect them together. I need to avoid here. So what I'm probably going to try and do is get them sent into the Mediterranean. I think that's enough for the first turn. So Polish morale suffers from their losses. So Lieutenant General Kurt Student's 7th Flieger Division is a partially formed and trained unit of paratroopers. Despite its incompleteness, it could be used in the later stages of Poland or in an early attack on France. Alternatively, we can allow it to complete its training and formation, in which case it will deploy at full strength at Hamburg at the end of the year. I want it at full strength. Second Corps is nearly mobilised, ready for deployment. It can be sent to reinforce forces in Abyssinia. We'll have it deployed in Naples. I'd rather use it in North Africa. So the Commonwealth joins the war. Alright. Let's see what the Allies get up to. I don't think there'll be too much to worry about this turn. Mainly their air forces. So the French and Polish are reinforcing. I think I should be able to take Poznan next turn. I think I'm going to be delayed on taking Warsaw. Modeling is going to be hard to get past in the north, and I've got 2 armies to chew through, as well as the garrison division in Warsaw itself, in order to actually take the capital from the south, which is going to be quite difficult. Okay, so Chinese forces are probing in the north around Peking. Red Army crosses the border into Poland, and Polish morale plummets. More Commonwealth nations join the war. Alrighty. A lot going on, but nothing too crazy at the minute. So I think we go with China, the war in China first. So let's get another army moved. We're going to occupy that position at some point. Need to undo that. You go there. Okay, so bad weather means my air force is unfortunately grounded. And I need to destroy 322nd Corps here, which isn't going to really be possible. You need to be upgraded to infantry weapons 1. So what can I actually do here? They're too well dug in. I think we just reduce our entrenchment here as much as possible. Take 1 for 1. Not the best, but not the worst either. So you have 3 entrenchments, 72% readiness, 94% morale. You got full supply and strength. Let's try and set you to bomber mode. Okay, the bombers on board are unfortunately taking losses. I am hoping this is worthwhile. Let's send our units down to here. I think I'll send more navy down to here as well. And the Soryu carrier does need replacements. It's taken some pretty heavy losses. So, let's go with... I don't think there's tons we can do here. The weather really precludes us from really doing much. Over in North Africa, let's get our headquarters fully deployed. I am going to need to reinforce them, which is going to cost a lot of MPP, but it's required. Over here in Poland, I think I can destroy this unit here, like so. So now the question is... Okay, that's good news. Do I go for a push onto Warsaw here? Is the question. That's going to reduce some of our entrenchments. Okay, we got it. Nice. We take Warsaw. I wasn't entirely certain we were going to be able to do that. But I'm glad we managed to pull it off. We're going to go for some more attacks here just for experience, if nothing else. Can the fire squadron reach over here? Oh, that was unlucky. They should surrender now, though. Our HQ's move further forward here, just in case they don't. Well, I'm fairly certain they surrender at that point. And the Kriegsmarine, we need to keep. Moving you. I need to avoid Scapa Flow. Might take some losses on our navy in the Atlantic here, but I just want to keep them safe. Any other stuff? I guess the final thing is research. So we are going to need advanced tanks for Germany. For Italy, I think I'm gonna go for naval warfare, which will be very useful, and then Japan, it's going to be infantry weapons and command and control, I think, and that should do. Alright, well, thank you everyone for watching this episode. I'm looking forward to continuing this moving forward. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out an episode every day, but it will certainly be a few episodes a week. I'm also going to be doing some Panzer Corps 2 at some point. And generally, I'll just be streaming what I feel like doing. But thank you for watching. I wish you all a good day. And I will see you in the next one.